What is up, nerds?
Get those nerds! Nerd! Nerd!
Tonight, we'll be going over a little bit of analog horror, which is one of my favorite genres on YouTube. It's one I have not seen yet. It's made by Vintage 8, and it's called Itch File. Apparently it's about trypophobia. I believe I'm saying that correctly, which is a very real phobia. It refers to a strong fear of closely packed holes. People typically feel queasy, disgusted, and distressed when looking at surfaces that have small holes gathered close together. And these are some triggers. Lotus seed pods, honeycomb, strawberries, coral, seeded breads, cantaloupe, I guess the skin of cantaloupes. Very real phobia, and I will admit there are some things with closely packed holes that do make me a little sick to my stomach. Coral being one of them. I can't look at coral very long, and looks like Azrael is going to make his appearance. What is it, buddy? Come on. Hey, buddy. This is Azrael. I am his human. And he likes to sit here and watch me play video games and make videos. So he is usually joining us. He usually is already here, but at least he showed up. So let's get this started. I've got my notepad. I've got full G Fuel. Tonight is Nuka-Cola Quantum, I believe. So let's get this show on the road, shall we? Huh? You ready? Yeah. Lay down. Let's do this. North Shore Research was shut down in 2001. An extensive audit of its files and research was performed. Following is a series of documents, videos, and pictures centered on the St. Roch quarantine of 1998. Oh, and let's check out what the description says real quick. A new illness infects the citizens of southeast Louisiana. A lot of their, if I'm not mistaken, a lot of their ARGs happen in a particular area of Louisiana, if I remember correctly. Let's see what we got. Hopefully I won't throw up. Despite hundreds dying, history considers the quarantine a huge success. Supposed efforts of North Shore Research eradicated the itch and saved many lives. The role in the quarantine in developing a cure led to their premier status in the southeast Louisiana community. Unfortunately, it seems North Shore Research enjoyed a reputation they didn't deserve. Oh, heavens. Look at that. Just look at it. Oh. Wow, 3, 4, 5, 6, at least 15. And be on the lookout for any little flashes of other channels or... The alert was first issued on January 10th, 1998 at 8:15 p.m. on all channels in southeast Louisiana, 3 hours after state and local officials became aware of the Omega helminths, the itch, was broadcast at the top of every hour for all 28 days. It is important to note that at this point, details of the Omega helminths were few. Many still believe that the illness was a fungus or virus. This is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test.
Regional alert, this is not a test. Repeat, this is not a test. Primary entry system issued an emergency action notification for the town of St. Roch and the surrounding communities. Effective immediately, exits 47, 48, 49, 50 and 51 off Interstate 12 will be blocked off. In addition, Highway 22 will be blocked off at the Tangipahoa Parish and City of Slidell borders due to a mandatory quarantine. Check with your local governments for alternative routes. This is not a test. Effective immediately, exits 47, 48, 49, 50 and 51 off Interstate 12 will be blocked off. In addition, Highway 22 will be blocked off at the Tangipahoa Parish and City of Slidell borders due to a mandatory quarantine. Stay tuned to your local news outlet for more information.
So I recall something about, I watched it briefly, the Tangipahoa, I believe is how it was pronounced. That harkens back to another ARG they did regarding, I think, Tangi Water. Something like that. I'm not really well versed on their other stuff, but I do remember something about Tangi Water affecting people. See anything yet. For more information, please continue to file 2. So it looks like it was just a brief introduction.
Final!
All right, so let's go to file 2. All right, this is file 2, itch file 2, meet patient 0. Following is a digital copy of Dr. Christopher Wells' patient's notes for Scott Griffin. The accompanying voice is computer generated. General Practitioner, North Shore Doctors, January 5th, 1998. Patient Scott Griffin. Appointment 1 p.m. Date of birth 4/1/1958. Reasons for visit, possible allergic reaction.
Patient is an undersea diver for North Shore Research's Deep Sea Project. They are stationed on multiple oil rigs off the coast of Louisiana. It is a partnership program between the oil industry and the research facility created in hopes of discovering new aquatic creatures. Patient claimed that during a routine expedition, they discovered what they thought was a new species. The unnamed specimen was harvested and brought on board to be studied. When unloading the specimen, he claimed that a white discharge from the animal touched his right forearm. Shortly after returning to shore, a cluster of hives appeared on his arm. By the time he arrived at my office, the patient was covered in hives. The patient has no known allergies. He should have gone to the hospital and was very lucky not to develop anaphylaxis.
Okay. So it looks like just hives.
The patient received 2 milliliters of epinephrine, and after 30 minutes, the hives receded. After an additional hour of observation, he was sent home.
Scott Griffin follow-up, January 6th, so what, the day after?
At 8 a.m., my nurse followed up with Mr. Griffin. Overnight, the patient's hives returned and developed into large cysts. Upon getting this information, I asked the patient to immediately return for a follow-up.
So this is continued from the same day.
Mr. Griffin's wife, Suzanne, called at 11, stating that the patient got extremely ill on his way to the follow-up appointment. They pulled over to the St. Roch gas station. On his way to the bathroom, his cysts popped.
Ooh.
The patient got extremely agitated and demanded to be returned home. My nurse has made repeated calls, but there has been no answer. I will stop by his home after work.
I have never had any kind of cysts or anything like that, but I have heard that they are extremely painful when they do pop on their own, or if you get them lanced or whatever. I'd be pissed off too. Final follow-up on the same day.
What I found was horrifying. I discovered the patient had murdered his entire
Oh,
family
boy.
so that he could soak in their blood.
Well,
All the cysts on his body appeared to have opened. He was covered in hundreds of holes. When I asked what he had done, he would only reply, "They won't let me kill myself." I called the police immediately. I personally have never seen an allergic reaction as intense as this one, which leads me to believe that this is something more serious. Everyone he came in contact with needs to be examined and placed under quarantine.
oh wow. Yeah, that's horrifying. Wow. That's actually making me... Sounds like I can't look at it. Oh no. Nope. Pores. Just normal pores on people's skin freaks me out too. That is making me really uncomfortable. Additional information on Dr. Christopher Wells' role in the St. Roque quarantine can be found in subsequent files. Making sure nothing flashes on screen. Okay. So it sounds like whatever that aquatic animal discharged on him, of course, gave him hives. Those developed into cysts, which popped, which caused the holes in his skin. And it sounds like bathing in his family's blood. I guess all the holes were just sucking the blood up. Maybe some kind of parasite, and that's how they feed, is through all the holes in his body. And of course, they won't let him kill himself, because if they did, then that would be the end of them too, since he's the host. Okay. I'm just writing parasite and host so I don't forget that. So that's what it sounds like. Well, that's the first two files. I'm going to edit this and upload it, and then I will do maybe 3, 4, and 5 in the next video. So, Azrael says goodbye, say goodbye. Exactly. And you have a good day, everybody. See ya.